Hello and welcome to more awesome collection, classic toys. We're going to look at some more major Matt Mason toys from the 1960s. Please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. This is continuing on the packs series of accessories. There were 10 of them. I featured some before. This is a satellite launch pack, and for this one I brought out a good sample of them loose. And we'll take a look at everything, and perhaps I can get one of them to fly into the air. We'll see. Let's take a look at the launches big payloads, developed tremendous thrust, boots satellite in space, remote control firing, blast off or fire silently. And that's, you see how it comes in the package. There's a decal sheet, which is more a sticker sheet that for you to put onto the parts, including onto the satellites. You can see there's 4 colors: yellow, green, blue, and white. I think I have some missing, but right now I couldn't find any of the white ones loose. This is the same item. The back of the card. The back of the card looks like this. These are old Star stock. That one's has the hole punch. That one still has it in there. People weren't collecting these 50 plus years ago to save like they do with action figures today. So these survive by being not sold. It's very hard to come by, and they're a little bit pricey. I also have a video where I show a case box showing some of the other moon packs, really fresh looking because it was never exposed or kicked around. Let's take a look here. We've got Matt Mason. You can see his decal there. He's a later one with just the black straps. There's a different looking 3 on that. This is an early Sergeant Storm. It not only still has the blue stripes, but it has the little black dots. And he has, more importantly, the white painted cuffs that they got rid of. Here's Doug Davis. He came along later, so he just has the black. And then this one is an earlier Matt Mason. This one he has red dots and the blue stripes. The earliest one also had the white cuffs, so there's 4 versions of them. And each one of the astronauts has their own individual face and hairstyle. Very cool. You can see here this can work on greenie stickum traps. So when you pull the trigger, the front part of it down there open up and make a snap, and you get the smell of a cap. They show you how to put it together, how to attach him. It's tough getting his feet into the unit, but it can be done. These rotate, hear that? So you can aim it straight up or on an angle. There they're showing it towed by the space crawler. I haven't done a video on that, but that's the most common vehicle for that. I have those unused old store stock and tons of them. If I can get one out and get it to work, I'll hopefully do that in the future. And then they show it on the space station, where I took these off. I have a whole launch platform where I have all of these around. There's the date down there, 1967 Mattel. So this was from the second year's launch. Very cool. See what it looks like here. And then some of these mats have various accessories. He's got the jet packs. They all do because of the way I have them set up, and they're held on by their blue belt. This one has the walkie-talkie in his hand. This one has a washed-out rotojet gun, the same toy they made for Lost in Space. And then you can see some of these are very delicate over time. That one's busted, and that one's missing, but the other ones are fully good. So let's see if I can pull this. I think this is the one I have set up. I can pull that string and see if it'll work. Well, you saw it. That was just a partial wind, so depending on how you click it on the launcher, the farther it'll go. So, hear it? Click. Let's see, I didn't click it as many times. Let's see if it'll just barely launch off this time. Yeah, so that's pretty good. So if you do it a lot, you'll see you can it'll fly right up into the ceiling. Very just simple mechanics for a toy that still works over a half a decade later. Pretty cool. I got that off. You can see where you can put the cap. So at the same time, you could have this tied to that. When that moves that lever, and it would make the snap. So you'd hear an explosion, and you'd get the little bit of smoke from a cap. So that's pretty cool. Mattel made a lot of cap guns, and they made regular caps, and then they called what the sticky caps was a little tiny round one that was green that you could stick on into the guns, or like here, like they're talking about. Very cool. So that's another Matt Mason video. I have the largest collection of Matt Mason, and I'll be featuring another view of the huge diorama in a future video, and hopefully I can do more, get one of the in-box stuff so you can see it, how it's some of the vehicles and things are packed in some of the larger sets. Lots of cool stuff to come for this, promotional stuff. We've got all the paperwork, the puzzles, big little books I think still to do, the Halloween costume, all kinds of fun stuff. Until next time, more Major Matt Mason, awesome collection, classic toys. Thanks for liking and subscribing and hitting that notification bell. Thank you.